Overthinking will only kill your peace. Pray and give it to God. Welcome to yet another exciting episode of Insight. If it's your first time joining the show, yeah, you're at the right place. So do well to sit down, watch today's show, like, comment, and share. My name is Olasumbo Akinola, and I am your host on the show Insight. Insight is a lifestyle show which deals with various lifestyle topics. I believe a very positive and healthy lifestyle is necessary for a great lifetime. We all pray for an happy and fulfilled lifetime. So if you want to have a happy and fulfilled lifetime, you need to live a happy and fulfilled lifestyle. Today's topic of insight is overthinking. Overthinking, and on today's topic, I'll be using myself as a case study. As a case study. Today is the last episode of Insight for the month of February, and today I will still be talking about our giveaway. If you want to participate in this giveaway, you need to follow us on all our social media platforms on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and on YouTube. You subscribe to our YouTube channel. And through that way, you should engage on at least 10 videos of insight. Tell us the topics you would like us to treat on Insight. Tell us why you love watching Insight and tell us when you started watching Insight. So let's just say the fans or the viewers with the highest engagement. Yeah, we won't be picking just one winner. It is more than one. So users or viewers with the highest engagement will be winning a prize. And back to today's topic. Today's topic is overthinking. Sometimes ago I was really overthinking, and I can really relate because back then, before I started overthinking, or let me say before I had the challenge of overthinking, I was always thinking, oh, there's no big deal in overthinking. There are things that you do, when you overthink, you're just stressing yourself. It is not necessary, it is not needed. And then when I experienced it, guys, it wasn't a very good experience because sometimes I feel our past experience or something we've experienced in the past sometimes lead to things like this, and it's actually one of my experiences that led to me overthinking, that made me an overthinker. And at a point I had to like open up to my friends. I was like, guys, I can't take this thing off my head. Like, it was really disturbing me. It was becoming psychological. Like, a day won't go by without me overthinking on these things, and then I feel, oh, small, this won't help matters. This, how did guys, how did I end up being an overthinker? Like, I was always amused. Like, my friends would tell me, Sumbo, see, you are the one to provide solution to whatever you're thinking about or you're overthinking. So guys, what does it mean when someone overthinks? Who is an overthinker? What is overthinking? And overthinking is when you dwell or worry about the same thoughts repeatedly. When you dwell or worry about the same thoughts repeatedly. Repeatedly is a keyword here. Dwell is a keyword here. So dwell, worry is a keyword. The first keyword, because for you to dwell on something is for something to be permanent. For you to worry on something is for you to be bothered, to always think about something. And then when you think about something, the repeatedly there, which is the other keyword, is when you keep worrying repeatedly again and again and again. Without even mentioning the result of worrying or thinking about something repeatedly. When you think about something and when you worry about something, it will definitely give a reward. And the reward is whatever you conclude when you overthink. I'm talking about this. People who overthink can be paralyzed. They can be paralyzed in whatever situation they find themselves. They can be paralyzed in whatever decision they want to make, or be paralyzed in whatever they do at that point in time. Overthinking is not something people should handle with levity or with a nonchalant attitude. When you realize you're overthinking on something, talk to someone, open up. when you open up, like it is this person that will say, oh, why would you overthink to this extent? Like that's funny. Like you're just being unrealistic, you understand? So when people worry and struggle to make decisions or take actions, so people who overthink can be paralyzed by their worries, and then they make struggle to make decisions or take actions. They make struggle to make a decision. At that particular point in time when I was overthinking, someone asked me a question, and when the person asked me a question, it's actually on something I've been overthinking on. And when the person asked me the question, I was shocked. My chest was like gigi. And at that point in time, I could not see anything. I just went mute, and after I went mute, later on, I was now thinking like, oh, I should have just given this person a response. Like I don't know the kind of emotional, any negative emotional response I might have created in such person's mind. And I just went mute. Like, oh my God. I was like, somebody, this is not necessary. So, overthinking can be caused, or it can contribute to depression and anxiety, and it can be caused by depression and anxiety, and can also contribute or lead to depression and anxiety. So I don't put, let me give you guys a story, a very short story anyways. At the time when I was overthinking, like I was really, really overthinking. And that time, anything that happens, I would always doubt, like, oh, what did not happen in the past? You know, guys, I was telling you it was due to a previous experience that made me overthink. I was like, oh, what did not happen in the past? What has not happened? Can any good thing come out of this Nazareth? Like, I was just overthinking every day, every day, every day. And then something about one advice I would love to give overthinkers is that, see, when you're overthinking, and at that point when your brain starts processing a lot of things, please just be calm, be patient. If you know you're an overthinker, please, one thing you should do when you realize you're an overthinker is for you to be calm and be patient. Don't just express whatever your brain is processing. Take your time. Even if your brain is processing that, oh, this person can do this, can do that, this person, just keep calm. Keep calm till you are able to, like, okay, start making your findings. I won't even tell you to make findings. Just keep calm. Since you're an overthinker, you would see the result of that negative stuff your brain is processing, because most time the things your brain process at that time is always wrong. So what are the tips for addressing ruminating thoughts? Ruminating thoughts, when we talk about ruminant animal, these are the animal that chew called, like, after chewing, we'll take for instance, we are examples of ruminant animal. We have the goat, we have cow, and all others. So talking about animals ruminating, that is animals that chew called, when they chew grasses, they swallow it before digestion, they bring it again, like it's like bringing something that is already in their stomach to their throat, chewing it, they take it down again, bring, so it's just like repeating thoughts, dwelling or worrying on some thoughts repeatedly. So that's why I want to give you tips for addressing ruminating thoughts, repeated thoughts, things on like overthinking. If you do not worry on a thought or something repeatedly, you are not overthinking. But overthinkers, when you want to explain overthinking or want to talk about overthinkers, is when people worry or think about something repeatedly. That's just the simple explanation for it. So the first tip is for you to distract yourself. Always do something that would distract you from thinking things repeatedly. When you keep thinking on things repeatedly, do things that will distract you. Do things that will take your mind off it. Like another time when I started realizing it, and I was always talking to my friend, and I was always telling her the things I overthink on, the result of the of the action, and then the end product of the action. You understand? And then the end product makes me realize that, oh, somebody, you've just been wasting your time. Like this thing, it would destroy things, and it's better you don't use your ends, my own ends, to destroy things. So gradually I started distracting myself. I started like taking, it's psychological, so you distract yourself from your mind or your brain from processing it. Next is plan to take action. When my friend told me, "Oh, I don't even have the money for therapist," you understand? Therapists are very, very expensive to deal with. Yes. I was like, Sumba, I don't have money for therapy. So I opened up to a friend, and then she was like, see, even if you see a therapist, this person would only give you words and then give you some hints. It is in your hands. So gradually I was like, okay, Sumba, you need to stop overthinking. This thing you're overthinking on, this is the result I want. Be hopeful, be positive that you see the result you want. And then I decided to take an action. And after taking an action, it would lead me, like it led me to my third point, which is do that action. When you plan to take an action, take the action itself. So consciously, I started preventing myself from repeating things, like thinking of things about things repeatedly. I started preventing myself psychologically, mentally, and then gradually I was like, oh, Sumbo, you're no longer overthinking. You're like, I didn't even realize at time. You understand? So next is you question your thoughts. When some funny or negative thought comes to your mind as a result of overthinking, you question it. It's like, oh, you're overthinking on this. Okay, when this happened, did you even plan it? Like, did you even expect it? Like, keep questioning that your thoughts. Sometimes when you keep questioning your thought, probably your thought is giving you something negative and you keep questioning it. And as you're questioning it, you are giving yourself answers and the answers are positive. See, you stop overthinking. Those repeated thoughts will just look for a place and sit down because they're already tired. Next is work on enhancing your self-esteem. Sometimes people overthink because they have a very low self-esteem. That is when you think, oh, why does my boss, why does he want me to do this? Am I up to any good? Why is my boss so confident of me? Why does this man want to marry me? I see, you need to give yourself that esteem which no one would never give you. You are your own cheerleader. It is not until you go to see a life coach that will tell you, okay, you inspire to perspire so that you will then inspire all these motivational speakers. So, no, yes. So you work on enhancing your self-esteem, and so far you are able to build your self-esteem. I think you won't have any problem because self-esteem sometimes help in a whole lot of ways. Also, you understand your triggers that leads to overthinking. If you're able to recognize and identify your triggers, it will prevent a whole lot of things. Next is embrace yourself, love yourself, be your own cheerleader. Lastly, practice self compassion and ask for help. Don't just keep quiet and let it keep hurting you or keep eating you up. You are your own helper. If you don't help yourself by talking to someone, you are harming yourself and it won't give you a positive result. And if today's video has been helpful, please do not forget to give me a thumbs up, share, and like. I really hope today's episode was really, really insightful. Thank you so much for joining today's show. Until I come your way again next week. And guys, next week would be special. Yes, it would be very, very special. So updates would be given on our giveaway. So as I'll be concluding the last episode of Decide for the month of February, updates would be given on our winners. Yes, those that are gonna have the prizes for the giveaway. Until I come your way again next week, and I remain your humble show, Olasumbo Akinola. Bye.